Welcome to the Mullin It Over podcast with Reverend Jack Mullins and Austin Covey.
Reverend Jack Mullins with another episode of Mullin It Over. We're here at the location of Family Promise, which provides services to families who are in situations of homelessness and disarray. So, thank you for having us, and we look forward to going through the facility with you.
We're excited. Thank you. I'm SonJi Allen, the Executive Director of Family Promise here in Irving.
And I am Josey. I'm the case manager.
And why don't we just show you around? So when you come to our facility after you have been approved for the program, we want our day center to look like we planned for you. Okay, so once we enter you in this way, you'll have a seat in our case management / professional office, and you will sit down with Josey as a case manager. Yes. She will intimately get to know you, and this is a safe space, and we moved the office down here, moved the office downstairs so that we can see all movement and be able and ready to welcome. So Josey, you want to share?
Yes, so this is where the magic happens. So when we enter a family, we do provide weekly case management to the families. We work on the three main goals of our program, which is make money, save money, and find housing. So typically, I meet with the family once a week. So we'll schedule, depending on the family schedule, you know, they work, kids go to school, daycare. So for example, I'll have case management set with a family Tuesdays at 10 a.m. And so we'll sit down here, we'll work on the three main goals. If they don't have a job, then we are job searching, we're resume building. So they'll sit there, I'll ask them for their case management binder that I prepared for them. We'll go over their weekly goals. And then we'll set new goals for next week.
So then once they bring all of their things in, we want to give them a tour of our day center. We don't want it too comfortable, but we also don't want it where they don't want to be here. We want them to feel like we support them 100% so that they can elevate and go home. So once they leave Josey's seat, we will show you the eating area. So the eating area is here. It's a sit-in kitchen. And then here is our kitchen.
And so we provide weekly groceries. So we completely stock the fridge and the pantry areas for the families coming in. And we make sure to order enough for however many families we're serving in that week. We have snacks on deck for the kids. And so this is just a space where the families can come and cook, prepare their lunch for, work, prepare their dinners, and so forth.
And we make sure that everybody cleans up because we let them know that this is a shared space. We work here, yet they have life going on here. So the way the kitchen looks now is the way the kitchen should look before they swoop over and be swooped over by the churches to break bread there for dinner. So we get the list so that we know what they're allergic to and really respect their wishes or try to get as close as we can to their grocery list because we want them to eat what we buy. And what better way to do that is to keep their regular life going, right? So then come on in. We're going to show you our business center. This is a planned area for the children to play, yet mom, dad have eyes on them while they look for work. And so this is a kind of a shared space with families just so that they can play. We know that we have to keep in mind through donations, like they're younger kids, sometimes they're older, but we want to make sure that there's no choke hazards, right? Because once mom and dad looks away, they discover with their mouths. So we want to make sure they're not choking while mom and dad are working to find work if they are unemployed or underemployed.
And so we also have a library area for the kids, and this is the living area. They do have access to a TV with Netflix and on there and stuff. So yeah, this is where families can come and hang out. And then right behind you is the garage area. Now this is where families can do their laundry. And
so come on in and let's show you. When families enter the program, everybody is given a basket. So whatever the number of families, that's the number of pillows, hygiene items, depending on where they are in life and what they need. And they get to do their laundry here. We supply everything for them so that they can concentrate on make money, save money, find housing.
Yes, and then our garage space is also a space where we can hold donations. So right now we just accepted 100 boxes of deodorants. Yes. So as people are calling, depending on what they're offering to donate to us, we'll either politely decline or accept, but we normally like to keep in stock hygiene products, the basic necessities for family. Mm-hmm. And so back here, it's currently locked, but it's where we keep napkins, pillows, towels, detergent, so more of our stuff for the families.
Right, and we keep it secured and locked, but we go in there all the time to kind of replenish what they need.
All right, let's go upstairs.
If you notice, the furniture is more of a wipe-off furniture instead of the cloth furniture. So that way we can always keep it sanitized for families, and families are responsible for picking up. The things that they do here at the day center, they're going to be doing at home. Cooking, packing lunches, getting ready for work, and keeping the place tidy. So let's head upstairs and see where they keep their belongings.
So this day center is also a 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom facility. So there is a full bathroom here downstairs for the families. So we go upstairs. All right, so here in this room is what we call the wardrobe room. So we have 4 huge wardrobes for families. So as they come in, I will come in here and fill this up with the basic necessities and hygiene products for the family. So they'll find, if it's like a 4-person family, they'll find their 4 pillows, 4 pillow covers, shampoos and all that, enough for them, towels. And so they'll each be assigned their own wardrobe. And this closet over here is where we keep mainly the towels and stuff that's easier for me to just go ahead and grab and put it in here. There's also this table. Families can hang out, sit their kids on there, put their shoes on. There's also a full bathroom in here.
So there's a shower, toilet, more storage. Because when families are either living in their car or somewhere as an emergency, they have stuff everywhere, and we want them to be able to keep it organized and get rid of some of the chaos mentally. We try to keep an open space, less clutter, just so that they can declutter mentally.
Yes, and so we currently don't have plans for the 2 empty rooms, but it's still great to have this open and empty space if the need ever arises. So if we have the ability, the capacity to serve more families, we can easily make this space another wardrobe room as well as the other one.
And sometimes it doesn't make sense to light up a whole church, right, to serve one family. Maybe it's a mom and a child. We can take one of the cots that we have and make this their space, which is way cheaper than heating or air conditioning a whole church for 2 people.
Or putting them in a hotel.
Yes.
All right. So same thing for this room. We did at one point have this room as the nap room. So we had about 2 or 3 cots in here. We understand little children still need their nap, so they'll come in here and have a nap. But we just put those up to clean this space up. And so eventually we'll bring that back.
Yeah, depending on the sizes of the family and the ages of the family, it could be a child that's up to the age of 18. So if they're very young and they're still, getting naps, we still want them to have a space where they can still take those naps.
I'm gonna go back downstairs. And so I believe that concludes our tour, and here's a lovely drawing of our day center. And then over here, we're the first ever owners of this house.
So it's a historical house.
Yes, we do have a historical status here.
Yep, and we started a library house, like a bird house.
Yes,
so the community, if we can show you, the community comes by and they really love this birdhouse library. We also have volunteers that help with our lawn care during storms if the trees are falling on the roofs, to upkeep the grounds and making sure that the day center stays really beautified. So here's our our library, and you can go on this side. It looks like this side's empty. It's a two-sided library. We check it every week to make sure the appropriate books are in there. Reading is free for all, so we try to make sure that all the books are in here. We're just looking for any kind of adult content that shouldn't be in there, but other than that, the community will come and trade us books or leave us books or just take one.
Yes, we
and
see
bring it
about
back.
3 or 4 cars stop by.
Yes.
They'll come here, grab a few books, sometimes leave their own books and so forth.
Yes.
So we really love this edition.
Yes, where the sidewalk ends, in the Spanish version was in there, and that was one of my favorite childhood books. So that's pretty close to our hearts. And also, when families come in, and going outside to play is everything, especially on the weekends. So, yes, they have the TV and the free time, but on the weekends, we want the kids to be able to play. In any other neighborhood, you would see a basketball hoop. We thank our donations. They come up with these things for the kids, especially helping us think, because we're not living every family dynamic. So just being out here and hearing laughter and playtime, we've got this. And Josey, will you show them?
Yes, come on back here.
Come on, let's go play.
So especially when the weather is nice like today, the children of the families we serve can come back here, and we do have a pretty good size playground area for the kids. And so we like to make sure it's, free of spiders and, right now the slide's a little dirty, but we'll handle that before we get our next family. So yeah, the kids can come and play here. We do have access from the living area. There's some stairs where they can easily just come on in here. And we have those open windows you saw in the play area, where families can still keep an eye on their kids or just come out here and sit on the bench and watch their children play.
Yeah. Playtime is so important because they're learning how to build relationships with, strangers. But once they start hanging out and playing and being lighthearted, it's easier to get to know other families and building bonds with other children. So we want to keep it as normal as possible. And then when they go home, they have it all, under control. Making dinner, watching the kids play, doing their laundry, and we want to make sure that that stays in their routine.
Yes.
Because we know, they're going home soon.
Yes, experiencing homelessness, comes along with trauma. So keeping it normal for children is a huge part of what we do. We don't want the children feeling like they're experiencing homelessness.
Well, we hope that you have enjoyed our tour, and the meaningful things that Josey and I do as a team to make sure that people don't just hear that they are loved, but that they feel that they are loved. And we support them the whole entire way. So thank you so much for coming by and learning about Family Promise of Irving.
See you soon.
Bye.
Thank you for joining us today for this episode of Mulling It Over. I hope that you found something meaningful and beneficial to take with you.
If you have any questions or topics you would like to hear us discuss, you can either put them down in the video comments or you can email them to us at office@irvingnorthcc.org.
As always, we want to invite you to join us for worship every Sunday morning, 11 o'clock a.m. at Irving North Christian Church, 2602 Texas Drive, Irving, Texas. May God bless.